Okay, so tonight I want to chat about a little bit about NingXia Red and what is so special about it. So what it is, what it's so special for us, what it does for our bodies, and why you should be drinking it every single day. So I'm going to make myself a glass of, one of my favorite ways to drink NingXia is with sparkling water. But before I do it, so this is a new bottle of NingXia, I wanted to show you let me know if you can see it if you're watching live. So do you see how this is like a darker color and this bottom part is kind of like, it looks like sedimenty? That's actually the puree of the fruit. So that is one of the most amazing parts of NingXia Red that I'll get to. But that means that the whole fruit is part of this. So it's not a juice, it's actually a puree. So the wolfberry is pureed, mixed up. There's other fruits in here, essential oils. There's other benefits of it, but this is the gold part, the difference between juice that is kind of like filtered and taken out of the whole fruit and the whole fruit. So I'm gonna mix it up. So don't forget, if you are drinking it, to mix it up before you do. Oh gosh, no, I'm not gonna be able to open it. Okay. So I'm going to make myself a NingXia spritzer. If you have questions, you can comment them and I'll get to them. But I basically just wanted to chat about what it is, what it does for our bodies, and why it is so great for us. What is your favorite way to drink NingXia? I would love to know. Fuzz. Not fuzz. Fizz. Okay. So one of my favorite books that talks about NingXia is this book called Ningxia Wolfberry, the Ultimate Superfood, and that's where I'm going to get a lot of the things that I talked about. Basically what NingXia Red is, it is a liquid multivitamin, it's an antioxidant, it is a whole fruit, like I said, so it's a whole fruit supplement, so you're not losing any of the nutrients that are in it, and it is just like an all-encompassing thing versus taking out little pieces of things that are good for us. Like if you're taking out part of a wolfberry that's good for us, let's say in vitamins, and part of another fruit that's good for minerals, we're losing bits and pieces. So NingXia is really special because the wolfberry is taken as a whole, it's pureed, and then we get all of the benefits in it. So it is mixed with, so the wolfberry puree, there is aronia juice, which is a fruit, cherry juice, plum juice, blueberry juice, pomegranate juice, vanilla extract, grape extract, and then the essential oils are orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine. So if you were like me, you probably thought that this was just really expensive juice until, I didn't do the breakdown, but I think I know roughly what it costs per ounce. So I drink about 1 ounce per day. Sometimes I drink 2 ounces, and sometimes I just kind of free pour it. But if you were to drink 1 ounce per day, it's equivalent to, I want to say, I'm going to be so wrong because I didn't figure this out. I'll comment with it after. But I have the whole typed out list of like the most expensive way to buy it, and then if you purchase it in more bundles, it's cheaper. I want to say it's like $1.20, something along that lines. Or okay, so Alicia said $1.41 an ounce, so it's somewhere along that lines. Anyways, it's below $2. So think about what we could be putting in our bodies, juice or pop or coffee or tea or something. Likely it's not as good for us. Likely it doesn't support us in a way like give us energy or give us nutrients. Likely it's filled with more sugar. NingXia only has stevia in it, otherwise the sugar and kind of the flavor comes from the fruit juices themselves, so that's really nice. And you're probably spending a lot more than that per day on like coffee or tea or something else that doesn't serve you, right? So it's honestly a super cost efficient way to support your body and give you that supplement. So that's one of the first things I get asked is, how much does it cost? Or that's super expensive, because people are looking at their health as an expense versus an investment, and they're looking at like these 2 bottles. So 2 is the smallest pack. You can get 2 bottles of NingXia, and they're like, oh gosh, it's like $92. And then when you figure out actually what it costs per day and how long it's going to last you, it's super cheap. So if that was you can let me know. So I'm going to share some things from this book because I don't know about you, but I like the studies, I like the facts, I like the reasons behind why something does what it says it does, especially like not just the way I feel with it, but what are like the studies. So this book is really amazing. If you don't have it, you can grab it from Life Science Publishing, or you can borrow it from me if you're local. But so I'm going to share first, so the nutrient summary of the Ningxia Wolfberry. So there are tons of different, I think there's 18 different species I read of of wolfberries. But the wolfberry that's in NingXia Red is a special wolfberry. It is grown in China's Ningxia province. I got my notes here in all my books. So, yeah, I want to say there's 18. Oh, there's 80 species of lycium berries worldwide, and that's the wolfberry. But only the barburum, which is the one in Ningxia, shows the highest nutrient levels in scientific testing. So that's the one that's grown in China's Ningxia province and the one that we use in Ningxia Red, hence its name. So some benefits of Ningxia for us and the science behind why it works. So 1, antioxidants. So 1 ounce of Ningxia Red is equal to 2 pounds of wolfberries. There are 17 or 18 different species, like I said, of that wolfberry, but only the Ningxia wolfberry has the ability to deliver all of the micro and macronutrients that are bioavailable to our cells in the body. Antioxidants play a huge role in aging, memory, arthritis, inflammation, and much more. The wolfberry has the highest ORAC rating out of anything, any food, any supplement that we have. So ORAC is a rating of its oxygen radical absorbance capacity, and it just measures how much something can get rid of free radicals and toxins in our body. So, second reason, acid to alkaline. So your body has acids, it has bases. The body starts to not function well and can start to have illness and disease and other issues when we have too high acids in our body and not enough alkaline. We're supposed to be more alkaline, but we're also supposed to kind of have that balance. So acid can create disease, it can breed virus, bacteria, fungus. When you keep your pH neutral, it can inhibit the growth of those things in your body. Everything we eat converts in the stomach, which has a very low pH, which is 2.5. Wolfberry goes into the stomach and starts to break down that acid, but when it gets to your small intestine, it converts back to alkaline. So it's a really, really cool fruit. Only one other food does that, the lemon. Wolfberry is chemically structured to convert because of the amino acid trypsin, which is responsible for the conversion of amino acids in protein. So Ningxia is an alkaline protein, which is really cool. Third reason, free radicals. So where do we get free radicals? The way I like to explain this is if you think of yourself, your body as like a car. So a car will have just natural body, well, let's think of it as a car. So natural car functions, like it's running, it's working for you, you're stopping, you're starting. It's running all those different pieces in the vehicle that make it work, which is like our body, right? Our body has all these different functioning organs and systems and hormones, and our body is working really hard. So if you were to take a tail, like a cap, and put it on the end of the exhaust of a car, the car would like smoke out and die because it has nowhere for that exhaust to go. And that exhaust is natural, and that's just the car's process to get rid of it. But same goes for our body. So if we don't have a way to get rid of those free radicals and toxins that we're taking in our body, which just happen naturally as our body does metabolism, as we breathe, the things we eat, it's natural to have some of those. If we're not getting rid of them though, and a way to process them, they can build up in our body and cause harm. So we get free radicals from the air, electromagnetic fields, things that we're eating. They're the army guys on the wrong side of the team. They can wreak havoc. So your body wants to get rid of that. You don't want oxidative stress. Those things can cause wrinkles, you can be tired. Everything that has a high ORAC value will help flush out those free radicals and get rid of that. So most other nutritional drinks do little against superoxide, which is the worst free radical, because the drinks are so heavily processed. But our founder Gary Young worked so hard to protect the berries all the way to the bottle so you get that full benefit. So that's why there's nothing else in it. Like, we don't take away the stems, the seeds, like the whole fruit is there so you get the nutrients out of it. Number 4, vitamins and minerals are pairs. So minerals have to be properly balanced. If you have too much calcium in your body, you'll have a zinc deficiency. Too much zinc can suppress your immunity and lead to anemia. So we want a perfect kind of balance in our vitamins and our minerals. But when we're taking things out, like if we're taking pieces of things, pieces of this fruit, pieces of that, pieces of this, we lose that natural just a whole nutrient, and then we're gonna get kind of higher in some things, less in some things, right? So the mineral profile and the mineral balance of Ningxia Wolfberry is without an equal in the plant kingdom. It has a magnesium and calcium ratio of 1:1, zinc to copper 2:1, and potassium to magnesium 8:1, which is exactly what the body needs in proportion. Number 5 reasons that you should be drinking Ningxia. It's a macronutrient. So I've mentioned this already. You get the whole food nutrition. It comes from the plant. It's not synthetic. It has a whole food source. It's actually a food. It's not created to be there, right? It's easier for your body to digest. You're going to absorb more of it. It's a liquid. It's easier for your body to digest. Ningxia in a liquid form means your body absorbs it faster, and your body doesn't have to break it down, so it's easier. It's using less energy to process it and use it. Number 6, it's infused with essential oils. So essential oils in Ningxia acts as a delivery system to the body. So oils basically just help whatever it's paired with kind of go into the cell a little bit better. Oils are lipophilic, meaning they love fat. Our body and our cells are fat, so it just helps kind of go into that cell easier. It increases the absorption rate of Ningxia, and they act as a delivery system for larger molecules, so you're able to use it better. If you're paying for supplements and they aren't quality or they're not actually doing their job, they're just expensive pee, right? They're not actually doing anything for our body. Reason 7, Ningxia has the right sugar and right enzymes. So not all sugar is bad. Sugar is glucose. We need glucose for our brains to function and throughout our body, but we don't want processed sugars, right? So when our cell membranes are inflamed, oxidized, or toxic, or lacking in mitochondrial function to energize the receptors open and close, we have no energy. Like I said, glucose is energy. We need sugar, but we don't want processed forms of sugar. So Ningxia sugars open the door to our cells so the information can get past. They cross the lipid layer of the cells, especially with that essential oil, and information can get past them. Only 8 sugars on the earth can open this door. Ningxia has 4 of the 8 naturally occurring inside the wolfberry. Enzymes as well. By age 40, you're going to lose digestive enzymes in the gut. A lot of people have gut issues that can lead to immune issues, skin issues, mental health issues, like your gut function. Your gut is so important. It's probably the most important part of your body is your gut function and everything that comes out of your gut. So making sure we have the right enzymes to break down our food and get the nutrients out of what we need, and enzymes are in the wolfberry that is inside Ningxia. Other important things about your Ningxia: it contains every essential amino acid. Every essential amino acid. All of them. Not just one of them, all of them. It contains 13% protein, which is the highest protein of any fruit. Trace minerals. Has naturally occurring vitamins B1, B6, and B2, which are for energy. It has more vitamin C than all the fruits and veggies on the earth. More vitamin C than all the fruits and veggies on the earth at 148 milligrams. It has more calcium than cherries and coniferous veggies, and more beta-carotene than carrots. It is loaded with fiber because the skin of the berry is preserved. So we're using that whole fruit again, remember? So Ningxia is, I've got obviously more notes and books. Ningxia is like a number 1 thing for me. If you want something to support your whole body, so your brain health, your heart health, your skin health, your liver health, your digestive system, cardiovascular system. Ningxia works on every cell in the body, which is really cool. Supplements work from the inside out. I love essential oils, but they're working as if you're diffusing them, you're inhaling them, they go into your brain, you're applying them topically, they go on your skin. Having something that goes in your body, you absorb it, goes into every cell, and supplements just work so well that way. So you want to make sure that you're having the supplement that's paired with the oil that goes into the cells. Super easy. It's liquid, like I said, whole food nutrient, macronutrients. You're getting all of that. I have a couple other notes here that I wrote down. So the Ningxia Wolfberry nutrient supplement. So it has 67 times the vitamin B1 of brown rice, 2 times the vitamin B3 of baker's yeast, 3 times the vitamin C of raw oranges, 5 times the calcium of raw cauliflower, and 2 times the beta-carotene of raw spinach. So it is like a nutrient, a mineral, vitamin, fruit powerhouse. It is such a a good support for our bodies. So for me, like I said, I drink 1 to 2 ounces a day, every morning, always. If I forget, my body feels it. I feel tired, I feel sluggish, I feel off in my mood. And it makes sense, right? Like when you're like, oh my goodness, like how could Ningxia support your mood? Well, it supports your digestion. The neurotransmitters that are in your gut are actually, the neurotransmitters for things like your mood, your emotions, those kinds of things are in your brain, but they're also in your gut. They're actually more so in your gut. So if you have proper health, proper gut function, good gut health, that's also gonna be supportive for your mood. So the body is supposed to work in harmony. It's supposed to work really easy. It's not supposed to have these, big things that it's taking on and it can't get rid of. But over time, like the food that we eat is more processed. Our soil is not as good as it used to be. It's harder for us to get all of our nutrients and harder for us to get good proper things that we're eating necessarily from our food. I love supplementation. It does not replace like a good, healthy, balanced diet, but it is really powerful for our bodies. So Ningxia would be my number one kind of head to toe that everyone needs in their life. Whenever Reggie drinks it, so he doesn't drink it every day, but today, of course, so I found my books were packing and I'm like reading it, I'm like reading off the studies, things that I found in the Ningxia book, and I'm like, see, I keep telling you, like, you need to be drinking Ningxia every day. And he feels good when he drinks it. And when he actually usually drinks it is if we're going out or we're traveling, or he's had a couple beers in the morning, and he'll drink it and he feels better. And that's because it's supporting your body. I'm not saying like it's a replacement, and if you're drinking alcohol, like that's a different subject. We need a balance in life, but supporting your liver health is also super important, right? Our liver is our detox system of our body. Okay, what else do I want to mention? High antioxidant value, cell repair. Okay, I'm just gonna list off the table of contents for this book. It is super good book. Like if you are into the science and the facts and the why things work the way they do, it's a must read. So if you're local to Edmonton, I'll loan it to you. So these are the table of contents, and this just gives you a guide. Again, I'm speaking kind of from experience, what I've noticed, what I feel when I take Ningxia. I have better energy. I have better mood. My digestion's better. My skin's usually better. I feel less stressed. I've literally worked until the last few months, day shift and night shift, for 7 years. So like my body's tired, my body's working hard. I need a little bit more support, and I've never felt like I have more overall energy than I do when I drink Ningxia. No, it's not like a espresso shot, but it's overall energy, and that's truly what we want, right? We don't want those big highs and lows and those crashes. We want our body just to be using that natural sugar and that glucose to be able to keep us kind of on that level. Okay, so these are the topics of the book. Again, making sure that you remember, Young Living, we don't diagnose, we don't treat, we don't cure, but these are ways that we can just support our bodies. I'm really big about prevention. I think we all need a balance in life. If I'm gonna drink NingXia Red every day, I'm okay with spending $2 or less. I just ate a bag of chips last night all to myself. That was like $4, and it wasn't good for my health. So like we can have a balance, and if we choose to invest in our health, we will see and feel those payoffs, right? And we don't diagnose, we don't treat, we don't cure. So that's a really cool thing, actually, is just learning how it supports our body, reading studies, finding books like this that have articles in them that are cited, looking up things on PubMed. You can search what do wolfberries do and their benefits, and just hearing from people and hearing their testimonies and what it really helps them with is super powerful. So table of contents for this book: aging, illness, isolated nutrients versus whole foods. It is a bioactive bonanza, astounding antioxidant, improving immunity, attacking arthritis and inflammation, cutting cancer risk, preserving a healthy heart, vision vitality, new life for the liver, sustaining the skin, defending against diabetes, beating obesity, diffusing depression, protecting against a toxic world, circulation, brain, cell repair, longevity, and ultimate superfood. Again, these are not things that I'm claiming that Ningxia can do. I'm claiming that there are topics that are talked about in this book that are really interesting, that there's studies been done about the Ningxia Wolfberry and its power and its antioxidant support and how it supports all of these things. So the liver, the eyes, the heart. And that's magic. Like, we don't have to claim that Ningxia can do this or can do that. We can read these studies about the Ningxia Wolfberry and hear the testimonies from people about how they feel and what has changed for them, and share that, because I know that I wish I had tried Ningxia sooner. I bought my starter bundle and I put these little packets that came in it. I didn't put them in the fridge, I just kept them somewhere. I think I tried one once and it was warm and I was like, oof, this is nasty. And I didn't try for quite a while, and I would never go back. Like, this is something that I think everybody should have in their home. If you're wanting one thing to support you overall, it's Ningxia. So when you order, if you have someone that you've been chatting with, ask them for their referral number. If it's me that we've been chatting with, ask me. I'll get you set up with my referral number. You'll want to order Ningxia. You'll want to start on Essential Rewards, which is our monthly rewards program, because you're going to want to be ordering it over and over. What I really find is some people, they try it and then they run out and they're like, whoa, yep, felt that. Like, I didn't think it was working, or maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, because your body is that smart, right? Like, your body just gets used to the way that it's feeling. So, like, even if you're feeling crappy or you're feeling tired, your body just kind of like gets used to it. It's like, yeah, we're in this state. And then you take something away and it's different. So our body gets used to feeling better and used to feeling good and used to having more energy and not being as tired. And then when you take something away, it's like, shoot, I did notice and I really did feel a difference. So give it at least 30 days to try, making sure you're hopping on Essential Rewards. You're going to get a free oil in the month. You're going to get 10 to 25% back, and you're going to want to start ditching and switching. So Ningxia is a really great start if you don't have Ningxia. If you are like literally brand new to Young Living, starter bundle is always an amazing place to start because it has head to toe wellness support with essential oils. Most people do that, then they do Thieves in the next month, or Ningxia, and then the next month either Thieves or Ningxia. So that's kind of like the 3-month amazing start that you can do, and 3 months is really what it takes to get a habit into your body. So a positive habit, starting to use things consistently, seeing how your body's feeling. So whichever kind of direction you want to go. If you want to start with Ningxia, then do oils in a month, then do Thieves, you're going to want to hop on Essential Rewards and start getting stuff for free and getting a percentage of your spending back, because 25% back is a pretty sweet deal. So let's see if there's any other questions. I noticed a difference. Yeah, Brooke says, I noticed a difference when I'm not drinking it. Exactly. Yeah, see, someone else, you definitely notice how it makes you feel when you miss it. See, and that is your body. Like, your body wants you to feel better. The body is smart. It wants homeostasis. It wants, it wants to feel like this. It doesn't want to feel like this, so it wants to feel like this. So if you were down here, it's gonna make you come down here and just feel like that, and that's gonna be your norm, and that's still gonna be shitty, and it's not gonna feel great, but that's your body just kind of being complacent with it. But if you start being up here and you start supporting your body more, your body will respond, and it will make that your usual level of homeostasis, right? I knew it was good, but I'm outside. I have no more office right now. I knew it was good, but I didn't know it was that good. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna calculate the exact price and write it down. But $141 sounds about right, but still, even if it was like $2 a day, like, you can't tell me that. And not saying this against the coffee drinkers, because I don't really like coffee at all, but coffee is usually more than $2 a day. Starbucks is for sure more than $2 a day, and don't get me wrong, I like my occasional Starbucks, my chai lattes, but they're filled with sugar and crap. So those are like a treat, and those are okay in balance, because that's just what life is, balance. But if there's something that I'm going to do to support my body every day, it's going to be drinking Ningxia, so that I don't have to say later, oh shoot, I really wish I invested in my health 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, a year ago. Now I'm ill, or now I wish I had more energy, or I wish I had, these things. I wish I would have supported myself, right? So don't let yourself say that. Yeah, I'd love to support you. If you are new to essential oils or you don't have your Young Living account, it is free. Set you up with my referral. Like I said, we will get you set up with whatever you want. If it's Ningxia, you're going to want to hop on Essential Rewards, because you will want to start ditching and switching and replacing those things and getting the freebies. And if it is not me that helped you, I am glad that you watched this class, you took something away from it, and you're able to use it as a resource, share with others, and just help educate each other. And we can all feel better. We can all do things to support ourselves, and we just need more people sharing about what we can do together. So see you guys.